Summer is officially here. We have no more classes and no more excuses to come back next year unrecognizable. I'm Rahul, and I graduated with a degree in biomedical engineering back in 2022 at the top of my class. And what I've learned is that the summer is the best time to glow up both academically and physically. So please watch this video so that you don't waste it. Whether you have a summer internship or not, this video is for you. So let's engineer our summer glow up. I used to think that you really needed to have a summer internship in order to have a productive summer. And of course, having an internship is very nice and it can help you in your career, but it's not the end of the world if you don't have one. My most productive summer of all of college was the one where I didn't have a summer internship, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. And the reason is because you don't need a job title and you don't need a position or someone to tell you what to do in order to do it. It sounds kind of simple, but you can just do it. If there's ever been an idea that you've wanted to try or a class project that you really enjoyed, now is the summer to continue working on it. For example, after the second year of college, I continued to work on one of my favorite class projects. So we had a MATLAB class in my undergrad, and in that class, I built a retinal image analyzer. So these are images that you can take of the back of your eye, and optometrists often use them to diagnose quickly if you have some kind of eye condition. So what I did was I made an image analysis software to automatically assess the risk for various different eye conditions. Now, as someone who has had horrible vision my whole life, and I actually used to work at an optometrist back in high school, I knew a lot about this field. So I continued to work on this project during the summer, and I built this project into a web app that eventually we integrated into my optometrist's clinic, which was a really cool experience. And what's really interesting is that one experience that summer where I didn't have an internship ended up standing out more on my resume because it was something that I cared about and I took initiative on. And so it stood out way more than the actual internships that I did have in college. So it's not the end of the world if you don't have an internship. Just work on something that you're passionate, that you care about, and you'll be surprised by how much it helps you. Now, if you don't know exactly what project you want to work on, that's also okay. Many students are in this situation where they don't necessarily have a specific project that they feel a calling for. And if that is your situation, then I would start with joining a lab. Many students often think that joining a undergrad research lab is like this very formal experience where you apply for a job and you have to get the job. And in some cases it is, but oftentimes it's not. With just a simple email to a professor, you can actually land yourself a summer research position. So, what I would do if I were you is to go on your school's faculty directory. So, if you just search up, for example, I go to UC Irvine, I would search up UC Irvine faculty directory. And you can even look up a specific department like biomedical engineering. And you can have, there's a list of all the different faculty members, and there's like links to what research that they do. And you can find the professors whose research sounds interesting to you, or maybe whose classes you've taken so they might remember who you are. And you email those professors and ask if they have any summer research opportunities. And chances are, if you email a few professors, you'll be able to land yourself a summer research position, which could be a very productive way to spend your summer, even if you don't have an internship. And the great thing is sometimes you might even be able to get paid for it, which is an added bonus. Now, I actually mentor several undergraduate students every summer, and it's quite impressive what you can do over a summer. You can go from zero experience in a field to being a co author on a peer-reviewed publication and having a research poster that you present at a conference. And these are absolutely great things to have on your resume. And what's even better about undergrad research is that after that summer, you can continue to work in that lab. And if you continue to stay in the lab, you can do two things. One, you can just accomplish a lot over multiple years in a lab, right? If in one summer you can have enough for a research poster, imagine what you could do in 2 to 3 years working in the lab. And second, you're going to develop these close relationships with the graduate students and the professors in your lab. And these relationships are what really propel you forward in your career. Honestly, networking is one of the most important things you can do in your career, and having solid relationships with professors is absolutely critical to glow up academically. Now you should have some idea of what you are going to be doing this summer. But that's not enough because we're going to come back next year unrecognizable. So if you don't already go to the gym, this is your summer to start. And I don't want to hear the excuse of I don't have time to go to the gym because that's simply not true. I guarantee that I have a busier schedule than you and I make time to go to the gym for 2 hours a day. So if I can do it, so can you. It's simply a matter of prioritization. If you make time for the gym every single day, if you schedule it into your day, it will happen. And honestly, going to the gym is one of the highest return on investment or ROI things that you can do in your life. It's going to make you healthier. It's going to make you more confident. It's going to make you look better. These are all traits that are going to help you succeed in college. And honestly, they'll just make you a better human as well. So, whether it's your classes, your interviews for jobs, for your relationships, going to the gym is going to help in all aspects of your life. So this summer is the summer that you start if you don't already go. And finally, to complete our summer glow up, we are going to pick one new self-improvement habit to stick to. Not five, not 10, just one habit. Because real change comes from consistency, not overwhelming yourself by trying to do too much. So we're going to pick one habit and stay absolutely consistent to it for the entire summer. And for me, the single best habit to stick to was waking up early. Waking up early completely changed my life. I have a video about it in my channel. And honestly, it made me into a productivity machine. So what I would do is whatever time that you normally wake up, let's say it's 9 a.m. from for the rest of the summer, you're going to try to wake up 1 hour earlier. So if you woke up at 9, now you're going to wake up at 8. And you're going to use that extra time to either work on your summer project, like we talked about in the beginning of this video, or use that time to go to the gym. And you're just going to have 1 extra hour of productivity in your day. And that's going to compound over an entire summer. And it's going to have insane results. So this summer is going to be the summer that you actually glow up. Now, to keep track of your progress, I would use a habit tracker similar to the one that I use. You might be able to see it all up here. Basically, what it is on the top, I have the different habits that I'm keeping track of. So for me, it's working out, doing my work every day, journaling, meditation, cold shower, things like that, right? So I would write wake up early on the top row, and on the column over here is just the dates. And I just check off the box as I do it every single day. And it's extremely motivating to see the check boxes as you go through the month. So, for example, last month's habit tracker, you can see like a long line of check boxes, and it's super motivating. And when you see 10 check boxes in a row, and on that 11th day, you don't really feel like waking up early, you look at that checkbox and you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to be so disappointed in myself if I don't wake up early today. So I'm going to wake up early today. That's exactly how the habit tracker works. Anyway, that's all for this video. After watching this video, you now know everything that you need to know to glow up both academically and physically this summer. And you're going to come back next year in the fall absolutely unrecognizable. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see you next time.